Alright, so how y'all doing, boys? Hope you're doing well now today. Today we have our first ungeared showcase of Margaret. Now, for the first ungeared showcase, I was intentionally going to use the same term I used on geared and just compare how she went, in the two modes. She's obviously a lot better in geared, but we're just going to see how, she held up in the ungeared situation. Now, I was originally going to do this team in, geared and show off the rem, with her attack crit damage set, yada, 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 but due to the fact that the enhanced stones are so hard to get, I literally just couldn't, I'm literally so close to, maxing out these pieces, but literally have next to none of these enhanced pieces. So, doing the showcase in ungeared now, hopefully, the rem still pops off absolutely 100% in, both modes. If you don't know why we're using her, of course, her, she has that amplify card. So for every single buff we have on her, she does get that extra, 20% damage. And she also gives herself her own buffs via her passive. Every ult gauge you get a attack related stats buff. So absolutely crazy unit. Should go really well with the Margaret. I'm super keen to see how she goes, and let's jump right into it. Here we go, and let's see it. A super long loading time on this first one, so it does look to be a real player, and it is a barn team now. Considering just how low the Kyo's crit resistance is, we should be able to hit some crazy damage on him, but just trying to think of what I want to do for this first turn. How long does this last for the two? 2 turns is definitely, yes, only 1 turn. Just trying to think of what, I think we might just chuck out these for the time being. We should be able to tank Barn Ultimates pretty well, just considering, how Margaret's Breath of Bless card works, but using this, Valenti, like the AoE card as well, just absolutely mitigates the damage. I believe the 3-star card goes all the way up to 50% of the ultimate gauge damage is just completely wiped. So crazy good unit. And if we can get, once we get this 3-star Breath of Bless card up, that's an extra 5 buffs, along with, the 2 she currently has at the moment. And I feel like even these 1-star cards should do some crazy damage. I'd like to at least get 1 3-star off in this match, well, in this video, should I say, and have it be a crit, but we'll just have to see about that one. And here we go. Turn 2, Margaret, 3-star cards, and it is just such a game changer. I'm such a big fan of Margaret now. Don't get me wrong, Barn is, my favorite character in the 7 Deadly Sins, and I had so much fun on release, but definitely like a very simple team. Like, don't get me wrong, there is like, a bunch of units you can use alongside him. Obviously, same with the Margaret situation, you have, the main unit being Barn, and in our case, Margaret, and the secondary unit. For our case, it's Gotha. Back then it was Excalibur, and you can change up this 3rd unit to whoever you like, but regardless of who you change it to, I just don't feel like anyone really, it didn't change up the team enough. Whereas, using this rem here, we can, actually utilize this 3rd character. Whereas, in the Barn situation, you really just want it to be someone with, ult gauge depletion or something like that. You can't actually have a secondary DPS, but, let's see. I'm wondering actually how much damage this, we'll go 1, 2, and 3. Really keen to see how much damage this 1-star card does, but, AoE as well, actually. There we go. Yeah, didn't expect the AoE to do a crazy amount, and 70,000. Yeah, really going to have to pray on getting those crits. The second that crit comes out on the rem, we should absolutely just wipe. And Arthur's surprisingly surviving there. That is one tanky Arthur. Everyone's on full HP, so we should be fine. Even if he goes for the Gotha, we do, of course, Gotha should easily tank that. The only other people I'd really be worried about is actually probably Margaret, actually, in all honesty. Has a fairly low crit resistance, but let's see. I do believe we could get a flawless video when it comes to our wins, but we'll just have to wait and see. And unfortunately, yeah, still not a whole lot of these amplifier cards. There we go. Gotha's still taking a bunch of damage from those Barn cards, and actually gonna get the kill. Are we gonna lose our rem as well? Yikes, not looking too good. Didn't even use the Arthur at all there. Let's see. Yikes. What do we want to go? I think we just full send on the Margaret cards, try and get as much lifesteal as possible. We will, of course, still have the buff or hit the, defending turn, and hopefully, if we kill Arthur here, we can negate enough damage that Barn doesn't kill us, and we can get the 1-tap with the Sever card. Please kill Twiggo. Okay, if we had to kill Twiggo there, we definitely would have survived. There you go, really good lifesteal there as well. There's absolutely no way Death's Pierce is surviving this one, but there we go, let's see it. Moment of truth. I really would have liked to have, let's say if we had a 3-star Breath of Bless, done that first and then the ultimate, but I think we're just gonna have to compromise with the 2-star for the time being, and then, throughout the ultimate in the next turn. There we go, putting up his gift card, and let's see it. We should be able to tank this, all right. I mean, yeah, look at that. Margaret is just like, I really like, people say, especially for like when you're versing the Barn team, using that, like the Summer, like Ellie Hawk, the one that reduces like the AoE damage for when you're using like the goddess characters, is super, super nice, and like definitely, you know, just completely mitigates, you know, Barn being able to do anything. But as you guys saw there, just from the buff there, Margaret took 0 damage from Barn. Like, she does more than good enough on her own of like countering the Barn team. So I feel like running Death Pierce in the back is definitely your best option. Or even like, even if you guys do have like Gil Thunder, running the blue Gil Thunder as well is super, super nice. But just hoping the 2-star Margaret card here can actually crit and kill. I mean, Barn has pretty weak crit defense, so we should be fine, yeah. And we can take care of the Twigger whenever. Let's go on to the second opponent. Here we go, and let's see. I mean, ideally, yeah, I mean, we are going to have type advantage going against the Gotha, but the chances of us actually critting on Gotha is just super, super low. Gotha has one of the highest crit resistances in the game, and ideally what we want to run into is like a Margaret Gotha and like a Mark II Valenti is probably our best bet, because obviously, like, you know, trying to one-tap Mel, the passive kicks in and she only takes the 40% damage, but ooh, really good card draw there. Yeah, I mean, unless we can, of course, get the crit on Merlin. Obviously, the Ram buffs are the all attack-related stats, so that does, of course, boost our crit chance, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But here we go. We'll merge the cards here for Ram, and I think we'll just chuck out the Pumpkin Bombs for the time being. Of course, the buff, they're helping us out heaps with tanking those Escanor cards. 1, 2, and 3. Look at that, she is just absolutely stacked up. By the time we throw out that card, we should have just a ton of buffs. 2 rows, hopefully, but let's see, could we please get a rank up? No rank up. I mean, it would have been perfect if this final one had been a rank up, but let's see. Another shield, gosh. That's so annoying. Attacking that, we might have to just start actually chucking out cards just to... Oh, okay, sweet, just surviving there, thank God. Yeah, I think we might chuck out the... What? 1, 2, and I think we might just chuck... We'll chuck it into Escanor for the time being. That way we can proc revive, or at least if we don't proc revive, he's like super, super low for, you know, his flood cards to deal less damage. But look at that. That was actually pretty good there. And there we go, 230,000 damage. Type, you know, disadvantage, but once we, you know, start getting off those type advantage ones, we should deal heaps of damage. And probably should have checked this before the video, actually. I do believe she's 2 or 3 6. I know she's not 1 6, but if you guys haven't seen the re-zero summons, we got absolutely just insane luck on those. But considering the fact she's actually stunned here, I might just go full send on these cards here and get the match done with. I mean, the fact that, don't get me wrong, that wasn't like crazy damage, but the fact that she has charge on her AoE card is just crazy. Like, some of the charge AoE cards are just ridiculous. The first, you know, one being the Lost Vein AoE card, the red one. He was just absolutely meta changing. But who's in the back barn? I was hoping maybe if you had like a Death Pierce, we could go for something spicy with Rem there, but that was a 2-turn stun as well, so we can't really show off the ultimate. I mean, yeah, look, we're just gonna end up throwing these Pumpkin Bomb cards out and then getting the kill with, you know, Gotha and whatnot. So there we go, 2 for 2. Here we go, a little bit of a longer loading time on this one. It is an Assault melee team. There we go. This is actually my first time using Margaret in ungeared PvP, and from what I just saw then, the amount of damage she loses is actually, I expect her to do like quite a bit more than that. And like, I know it's ungeared, so obviously like, you know, the numbers are a lot smaller and whatnot, but that was just like, I was not expecting that at all. But I think we might just we'll go 1, 2, and 3 for the timing. Just throwing out this card just in case they have the evasion food on. But yeah, no, even with Death Pierce in the back, like, that is such a significant drop. But there we go, chopping out the Pumpkin Bombs out, and I do believe that gives him his 3 buffs from Sigurd. Is that correct? Yeah, no, that gives him all of his buffs. Yikes. I'm not like 100% on how Sigurd works. Like, I know, like, you know, you basically get attacked and you get buffs, but I'm always so confused. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh, you know, there's my 3 buffs, and just I get none of them. And then sometimes like I attack once and then the opponent has all 3 of them. I'm just like, what? How does this character work? Like, don't get me wrong, Sigurd's definitely like one of my favorite characters in the entire game, especially PvP wise, but that is really scary. I mean, no other option here other than this was the only option regardless, but gosh, that AMLA could easily one tap easily one tap our Margaret here, even with the like what 40% extra damage, like, you know, reduction. She's just gonna absolutely wipe from that Amplify card, but hopefully if we get a rank up, do have a couple Margaret cards, so when she does we will lose those, but I'm just hoping we can actually kill the Assault Melee with these Rem cards. She does of course have a fair few buffs on her. That is if he doesn't have a taunt. I mean, if he doesn't have a taunt we should be fine, but actually keen to see how much his AoE card does as well. I actually haven't used Assault Melee in quite a bit. I think since Sigurd came out was the last time I used him, but there we go. Look at how much damage reduction we have on that, and damn, still surviving the Amplify card. That is actually crazy right there. There we go, and there that card is as expected. What do we want to go for? I'm thinking maybe like 1, 2, and 3. I'm not too sure how this is going to go damage-wise. I could imagine we'll... Oh, a lot more than expected, actually. Should we have used that second... we definitely should have used the AoE card as well. That's unfortunate. Yeah, definitely should have gone just full AoE send, but there we go. Look at the amount of buffs Ram has on her. Oh my god. That is crazy. Just combined with the debuffs, like the 4 rows, that looks... God, I mean, his Assault Melee actually doesn't have like a crazy amount of buffs on himself anymore. This is an AoE ultimate, isn't it? Yeah, same one as actually the Chandler here on like the not Blue Deer Melee, Blue Fairy King, but does look to be a real player as well from how long he was taking, but can we please survive? Yeah, look at that. Assault Melee does some crazy, no way. We survived that? That is crazy. Throw this one out, hopefully survives, that way we can see the ultimate go off, but please don't kill him. Look at that, that's still a lot of damage, especially on Chandler. I wasn't expecting, but there we go. Super good fan of these, like big fan of these animations, but damn, Margaret actually survived that hit. Here we go, and the Droll Margaret team are actually getting out CC'd as well, and I did actually only just record a Rem video on the when 4v4 was the thing. I did like a team with her and Sigurd and whatnot, and you probably are gonna actually see this before you even see that video. It's actually on my desktop as we speak, unedited, like no thumbnail and whatnot. I feel as if though it will be a little bit weird to just drop a 4v4 video whilst 4v4 isn't out, but I was definitely happy with how the video came. I was just uploading like other videos at the time, and I felt, you know, needed to be out more than that one, but what do we actually want to go for here? 1, 2, and I think we actually want to hold on to this Margaret card, so we will chuck the ultimate, like the ultimate reduction card now, but yeah, no, at the time as well, I was like, as of recent, I have been doing the double uploads, but wasn't doing those at the time, so I definitely could have fit that video out back then if I was doing it, but yeah, do expect to probably see that in the near future, but here we go. Surprised at actually how much damage Rem has taken. Are of course going to be getting this Breath of Bless card up in the next turn, and hopefully we can get another rank up for this, you know, Margaret single target, the Rem single target. There we go. Yeah, I just don't feel like the AoE, like the ult reduction, is going to be as of like, you know, much use, but there we go. There's all of our buffs, and let's see it. There we go. Perfect. Exactly what we wanted to see. As long as he doesn't have like a taunt or like a petrify or something, I think he actually has got it, hasn't he? On the Margaret, there you go. Exactly what we wanted. Has he rushed ult for anyone in that? Okay, so he did get the go through ultimate. Does this? Yeah, why not? Well, I really wanted to say that we'll throw it into go. I really wanted to throw Margaret would have been like the safer option, just getting her over and done with, but there we go, throw that one out, and we could easily, like, we wouldn't have had to have worried about Gotha's damage after that anyway, but look at that, 500,000 damage in ungeared PvP. That is insane, but here we go. Of course, no buffs on the Margaret. I would have liked to have attacked into the Margaret. Probably would have got less damage just because of how the Breath of Bless works, but definitely would have been the smarter option. And running Escanor on the back as well. I haven't run Escanor on the back of any of my Margaret videos. I just don't feel like the team really needs it. If you are really trying to punch that like 300 CC though, definitely be like the safest option. I mean, you could always like also use the Goddess Liz in the back as well if you like, but there we go. Any more card? No. Okay, so here we go. Check out the Go Through Ultimate. and that should be just about it. No Rem cards to actually get the ultimate of hers, but should just about do. I mean, we might actually be able to get like a 1-tap on draw, depending on how this goes. If we crit, we should be able to. I'm actually surprised how much stronger the go for ultimate gets, like, just insane. And do we actually manage to kill either of the blue units there? The fact that she hasn't got any buffs on her is like severely impacting her damage as well, but please good roll. That's all right. They're all basically 1-tap, and here we go. We are gonna lose all of our buffs at the end of this turn, so real unfortunate we got them this late, but here we go. I mean, I think this is our 4th match, and at the moment we haven't lost any, I don't think either. Yikes. There we go. We'll of course throw the ultimate to draw there, and there we go. Killed roll off. I mean, I don't think the dissolve is gonna affect Eskin. I didn't actually pay attention to his passive, but just gonna really chip them down. There's no way he can bring this match back, so let's go into the final opponent. Here we go, and super long loading time on this one as well, and Lost Vein melee. I mean, we are getting RCC'd, so it should still most likely be an interesting matchup, and got the pumpkin bombs there as well. Definitely not ideal. What do we want to go for? I mean, what does he want to go for? He's obviously taking his time, as we can tell. Could very easily dish out a lot of... I thought he'd go for Rem there, considering like the type advantage and whatnot, but look at that. Escanor straight up. If you're not running any crit support on Escanor, like look at that. Start off, got the lucky hand, 3 cards right off the bat, all into Margaret, and she still survives. That is just unfortunate. Who do we want to go for? I think we might just try and get as much health back on the Margaret as possible. Rank up there. I mean, it's probably not the smartest play, but I do want to have her alive for as long as possible, just to try and help out Rem for if we can get some crazy cards. But there we go, rank up, and the AoE card might actually be able to kill Lost Vein, because nah, never mind. Not gonna be able to kill. If that was geared, definitely would have been a strong chance. But there we go, and another rank up. Ooh. What do I want to go for? The fact that he actually went first as well with the 1 Escanor is super, like going first with the Escanor, basically skipping that turn of, needing to, because, if you guys don't know, he gets, one of those passive buffs every turn. Just being able to get it that 1 turn quicker is so helpful, but stunning the Margaret there. Let's see, I think I want to double Pumpkin Bomb, which will give his like Lost Vein full gold cards, and attack into the Escanor, just to try and get him as low as possible for that. Oh gosh, he basically has a full hand of Lost Vein. We could very well lose this. Gosh, that is embarrassing. I mean, he did have some crazy CC, and that's the thing as well. Like, I've always been a person to build characters you want to have fun with. Like, this guy's obviously been building Lost Vein since he came out. The second Elizabeth came out, he was straight onto that, maxed out her gear, 15% rolls, all that. Escanor came out, he's done, and he just only has these 3 characters built. Like, look at how far the meta's come, and he's still using this. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me personally, but I couldn't still be having fun with Lost Vein, and just Lost Vein to this day. Like, that's just me. And I mean, look, he did get the win. It was definitely, the better option for him, but I'm just not too big a fan. I'm still going to try and bring this match back, though, that's for sure. What do we want to... If we don't time him out and he lags, and... Surely not. Surely he doesn't lag out and just give me the victory. We've probably got around, like, a couple more seconds until he disconnects. Hold on. Hold on. What's happening? No way. Is this really how we're going to get our 5th match? The Gacha gods are they didn't bless us in the Margaret summons, but if they make this guy disconnect, I'm going to be so shook. Come on, man, just invest in some better internet. Play on a PC if you have one. There we go, look at that. 5 for 5, oh my god. It doesn't matter how whaled out you are if your connection is trash, but there we go. Rem Showcase. Flawless video, by the way. Definitely wasn't getting just stomped in that last match, and usually I would show the gear, but we're in ungeared, so don't have to do that one. And hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please hit that like button, subscribe, it really means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys for some more Grand Cross content.